The annual town election is once again rapidly approaching. This year will be a little different for the town meeting member races because of the results of the federal census, which is done every 10 years. Here's municipal producer Yu Xiaoyuan with the details.
Every year, town clerk Tedi Eaton writes down the names of the candidates running for town meeting and elected boards on 2 hand-drawn paper boards, which allows her to easily see who has returned their nomination papers and is eligible to be on the ballot. This year, the boards indicate voters should expect a long ballot.
This year is 1 out of 10 years because all town meeting members have to run for re-election because of the federal 2020 census. We have 24 per precinct. The incumbents will be listed first in alphabetical order, and new candidates will be listed second in alphabetical order. The top third vote getters will receive the 3-year term, the second the 2-year term, and the last third the 1-year term.
Races in some precincts, including Precinct B, Precinct D, Precinct E, and Precinct I, are pretty contested. But some precincts will face a lack of candidates on the ballot, including Precinct A, Precinct F, and Precinct J. Those precincts will have to rely on write-in candidates to fill the seats.
What happens is if there are either tie votes by write-in candidates, or if there are vacancies that need to be filled, the charter calls for the town clerk to call in the town meeting members from that precinct, and we meet and we either vote to break a tie or we vote to elect a town meeting or multiple town meeting members to that precinct.
The new precinct lines can also affect the election.
Federal census is complete. It starts at the lowest level to redraw the precinct lines, and then it goes up to state rep and all the way up through federal government. There can be no more than 4,000 residents in a precinct. We had about 5 incumbent town meeting members who were already moved to another precinct.
Many changes are between Precinct J and Precinct I.
And I think mainly because we have 2 large apartment complexes on the other side of 128, 300 and 275 2nd Avenue. So that pushed the precinct lines a little bit further, so that's why we had 3 or 4 town meeting members from J going to I.
Moving on to the elected board seats, 3 candidates are running for the one planning board seat, vacated by Martin Jacobs, who is not seeking re-election this year. Third-generation Needham Artie Crocker currently serves on multiple committees in town, including the Community Preservation Committee and the Climate Action Plan Committee. He has a background in engineering and runs a graphic design business. Justin McCollan has lived in Needham since 2013. He is currently the chair of the town's Traffic Management Advisory Committee and has a background in emergency management. 30-year Needham resident Oscar Mertz has a career in planning and architecture and is serving on the Needham Housing Plan Working Group. Heidi Friel, a 5-year town meeting member and a healthcare worker at the Newton Wellesley Hospital, is running for the one select board seat. 27-year select board member Dan Matthews decided not to run this year. Town election will be held on Tuesday, April 12th. For more information on absentee ballots and voting by mail, check out the town clerk's page on needhamma.gov. For the Needham Channel News, I'm Yu Xiaoyuan.